Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, set. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now they'll start with a quick throw complete out to the right. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
2nd and 1. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense for the Broncos, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. The Chiefs coming in looking for win number 10 on the year. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll be down at the 46. Well, they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
If you look at this Bronco defense,
they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's a 1st down and then some, a 32-yard pickup.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, Mustang 19.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal.
70. Go.
Pacheco is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will take over at
the 29-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Ready, ready. Set. 19 tight. 19 tight.
They'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Go!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Open man left side. Shaheed has it.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
He's going to air one out. And this one is incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Okay, ready?
2nd and 7.
Let's go now. Ready?
Back to throw here. Complete to Bryant. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
to throw now on first down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Isaiah Foskey in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Go.
They'll look to throw here. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bryant, and he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down.
Here's Jordan Stout now. Back deep, Rashid Shaheed.
And this will be taken at the 13. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Dancing to his left. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Out of the gun now on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, right back to Benson. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep.
They'll get it to the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
Here we go. 60 Maverick.
Now back to throw. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Complete. Smith has it. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver.
Marvin Mims
From 10 yards out.
and the Broncos have cut it back within a score.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make our score 14-7. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
16 more on that one and another 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
Well, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact. And it was the Chiefs who got the road victory there, so now looking to claim the season series at home in KC.
2nd and 9 now. Throwing right, and that's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 21. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his left. And this one's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Second and 10.
They're going to look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
That is caught. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pacheco. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Once more, it's Pacheco. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
And his throw here is incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you definitely got to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Mims in motion right.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, he finds his running back, who snuck right down the middle of the field. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Ready. Come on.
They'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw again.
He looks to the sideline and has Mims, who makes the catch.
Well, it looked like they marched to the end zone and hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And this one is right through. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Let's go.
They'll go again with Benson. Pushing through the contact. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Open man here is Benson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down. Back to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
Come 19. Come 19. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Okay, break. Go. Go.
He'll look to throw. Now he's flushed out left. And that is caught for a touchdown, Kansas City. From 4 yards out. And the Chiefs take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
The rookie from Washington putting it right where he needs to. He's got his guys a first down.
Here we go. Here we go.
On first down, it's Benson.
Fighting him off. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. inside the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Second into his prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete.
In a game that hasn't gone your way, you got to throw in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. He put way too much on that throw, though, and that shot ends up with nothing.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Benson. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
A give left side for Benson.
Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Over the middle, complete. That's Benson. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete.
And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They go play action here on first down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Xavier Worthy.
79 yards.
And the Chiefs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point splits the uprights. And they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Powering his way forward. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left sideline. It's complete.
Down the left sideline.
And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Marvin Mims
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Broncos are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Ready up. Here we go. Here we go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted.
And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. They'll set up to throw. This will be caught by Brown. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Now that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
2nd and 4.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
60 Bison, 60 Bison, go!
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Needed 13, and with a good spot, they got 13 and a 1st down.
Shut up! Ready?
They'll drop to throw.
He'll get this complete to Worthy.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Here we go, shot! Shut up!
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
And Xavier Worthy,
with career touchdown number 96, he joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list.
and the Chiefs are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Point after, right down the middle, and they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Let's go now.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Got it. Ready? Ready. Dragon 60. Maverick. Check go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Chiefs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
There's a short throw taken in by Bryant.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
On the double.
On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
And he comes back with one complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Go! Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. Bryant has it. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
Yeah, we'll see if they go back to base. They'll look to throw here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
Come on, set. Check go.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.